We begin in the 17th century, a time of discovery, exploration, and the birth of modern science. This was an era where the mysteries of the universe began to unravel, thanks to the scientific revolution. Renowned figures like Galileo Galilei and Johannes Kepler had already set the stage with their groundbreaking discoveries. But amongst these pioneers, there was one individual who was about to take a giant leap for mankind. In this era of scientific revolution, one man's work would forever change our understanding of the universe: Isaac Newton. Born in 1643 in Woolsthorpe, England, Isaac Newton was destined to become one of the greatest minds of his time. He was born into a farming family, but young Isaac had little interest in the rural life. Instead, he was drawn to the mysteries of the world around him. His early years were marked by an insatiable curiosity and a passion for learning. This passion eventually led him to Trinity College, Cambridge. Here, Newton's interest in science and mathematics was kindled. Under the tutelage of notable scholars, he began to explore the laws that governed the world. He studied the works of the great thinkers of his time and began to form his own theories. It was at Cambridge that Newton first began to shine as a scientific mind. A world of knowledge opened up for Newton at Cambridge, setting him on the path to groundbreaking discoveries. Newton's time at Cambridge led to some of the most significant scientific discoveries in history. His inquisitive mind and relentless pursuit of knowledge allowed him to delve into areas of science that were largely unexplored. Firstly, let's talk about Newton's laws of motion. These three laws, which we know so well today, were revolutionary at the time. The first law, often referred to as the law of inertia, states that an object will remain at rest or move in a straight line at a constant speed unless acted upon by an external force. The second law provides a calculation for force, stating that it's equal to mass times acceleration. The third law, probably the most famous, states that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Next, Newton's law of universal gravitation. This law proposes that every particle of matter in the universe attracts every other particle with a force directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between their centers. In simpler terms, this is why apples fall from trees, and why we stay grounded on our planet. Newton's contributions were not just limited to physics. He also invented calculus, a branch of mathematics that deals with rates of change and the accumulation of quantities. Calculus has served as a fundamental tool in physics and engineering ever since. Lastly, Newton made significant strides in the study of light and color. He performed a series of experiments with prisms, which showed that white light is composed of a spectrum of colors. This contradicted the prevailing theory of the time that colors were modifications of white light. Each of these discoveries in their own right would be a monumental achievement. But to have all of these attributed to one man is nothing short of extraordinary. Newton's discoveries not only revolutionized science but also our understanding of the world. Newton's later life was as intriguing as his scientific career. After his groundbreaking work on gravity and optics, Newton stepped into a completely different realm. In 1696, he was appointed the Warden, and later the Master, of the Royal Mint. Here, he applied his keen intellect to reforming Britain's currency, even going as far as to personally oversee the prosecution of counterfeiters. In 1705, Queen Anne knighted Newton, making him Sir Isaac Newton. This was a rare honor for someone whose achievements were in the realm of science, underscoring the profound impact of his work. But Newton's interests weren't confined to the visible world. He quietly delved into the mysteries of alchemy, seeking to transform base metals into gold. While these pursuits didn't yield the desired results, they demonstrate the breadth of Newton's curiosity. Newton was also a deeply religious man. He spent considerable time studying the Bible and exploring the nature of the divine. His religious beliefs, in fact, were integral to his scientific philosophy, as he saw the laws of nature as divine creation. Newton's life, however, was not without controversy. He was known to be difficult and solitary, often embroiled in disputes with his contemporaries. Yet these aspects of his personality do not overshadow his monumental contributions to science. Isaac Newton passed away in 1727, leaving behind a legacy that continues to shape our understanding of the universe.